I'm back. I'm back to who I was again. Ow. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. All I got to do is have faith in myself. And everywhere I'm supposed to go is laid out in front of me. And that's why I stopped being indecisive. I know what I want. I know what I'm doing. And it's all in the comments yesterday. So that Kazakhstan song, Kazakhstan, I hope I'm not butchering that because I'm not trying to. I got it pinned to the top. That's as best I can do. I can't give links and help there. I don't mean that disrespectfully to anybody, but that's the whole point. This whole time, I've made sure I'm just trying to make something and give it back. If it works out, it works out. I can't direct people to. I don't even promote the videos, so I just let whatever happens happens. I don't put in the hashtags. I don't think I do any of that. Hell, I'm getting really good at putting everybody else's details, information, and contacts in there. That's my main goal. So, point I'm trying to make here is, as we're trying to figure out as I'm using a group consensus to figure out what I should do. I'm out there writing some notes, getting tomorrow. Looks like production designer Pablo took some time off, so Rollen is back to designing what we're gonna do, and I got 6 lined up for the morning, and I'm like, what else? Something more. So I go on. I, I go to that comment I pinned on that Dimash song. You have to check it out yourself. I'm not here to. Nope. You have to check it out yourself. So I go over there and I read the responses, and it heavy. We'll just go with heavy. Um, I think my answer is balanced, and it's exactly how I felt. Um, the the surrealism of it all is. Uh, I thought I was a crazy guy, but it turns out what I am is I have some strong opinions, but I also I'm good. I think I'm okay at reaching on both sides of the fence. I think I could hang out with almost everyone in my comments, and we could get along for the lunch dinner event that we did together. That there's a few things I say that are gonna rolling cringy. Yep, yeah, it's true. Maybe hiding ourselves from all that cringe is what's got us this far. And honestly, then I did the sound check. Okay, because I hop in the middle of a video, I hit play, I set my sound levels, and then I stop. But now that takes, let's say, 15 seconds. Especially if I fail. Let's say I have my speakers set up wrong. So they're not my headphones, they're coming out my regular speakers because I'm not, reacting. I'm watching some show or doing something or research or whatever. Oh, I caught enough in the middle to, that's why we're 4 minutes in already and I ain't push play. Because honestly, if this is the first time you've seen Hi-Rez and Jimmy Levy, God Over Government official video, I would go someplace that breaks down the bars, tells you how good the beat is, and tells you how important it is. I believe I'm going to talk about lyrical content, how it makes me feel, and the struggle for the last 2 years for a lot of people. I saw enough in the video to know that it is going to get me fired up. Fired up. Okay? So, if, because it's the same guy. But if Safe Happy Rolling is who you turn in to see, tune in, whatever you want to call it. Whatever, you look at your phone and you're watching a Rolling reaction, this might not be as loving and heartfelt. This one might be real and gritty. So, let's check it out.
They want you locked in your home without God and alone. Don't want you looking up Dr. Sebi and Robert Malone. The truth blocked on your phones. They call the shots from their throne. These politicians.
Are you kidding me? He come right out of the gate swinging.
They want you locked in your home without God and alone. Don't want you looking up Dr. Sebi and Robert Malone.
Oh my goodness. So, this is one of those that makes me weak right from the get. Not weak, but you know what I mean. I want my crutch. Ooh, this is gonna be a long one. Oh, I couldn't get 8 seconds in. Now, here's the thing. If you need me to say any more than this little moment, then you don't understand the importance of the names and you're not willing to look them up yourself. Or you believe the top search engines, what they say. Then you support organized propaganda and the coordinated attack against humanity. And I can't help you. This is definitely the wrong channel for you. If you're all about the beat and the bars, not Dr. Malone there, then I'm the wrong spot. Sorry, there's dudes out there that are fire. They will wrap their commercials for you. They will beg you for this stuff down here, and they will tell you everything you've ever wanted to hear. It's just like buying a book that speaks to your own opinion. It's perfect. I don't know if I'm going to speak to your opinion. I'm going to speak on my own opinion. And all opinions are for entertainment purposes only. Pow! Okay, 8 seconds in and I can't shut up. Ooh, I'm saying, yeah. They want you locked in your homes. You know, aren't we addressing that? Now, this is where if one of the deers is actually down here joining me with this stuff, don't we address that? I mean, isn't escaping into his music one of the things that's given you a hope when you didn't have hope because your own town said, oh, no, you better not spread the flu. We've never had that before.
In your home without God and
I'm sorry. I apologize for everyone who lost anyone and is positive it was just the stuff alone. I think this video is going to address that. Wow, we got okay.
They want you locked in your home without God and alone. Don't want you looking up Dr. Sebi and Robert Malone. The truth blocked on your phones. They call the shots from their throne. These politicians and these doctors, they are not in control. Jimmy,
uncover the face that the Lord created so it can be seen. Tired of the fake trending all over the place. We just want to be free. There's no fear with faith is praising, still we're hiding underneath all the passive threats and trauma that came from this tyranny. We won't bow down.
Hey, I know who that is. Shit, yeah. He's awesome. So, yeah, I followed all of these. I believe I got some little Twitter video of this. So anybody who's questioning, I was, this was it. Oh, yeah. And remember, smoking super bad for you. Should quit now. That dude is so funny. He's so on point.
All the passive threats and trauma that came from this tyranny. We won't bow down to the golden cow and do as it pleases. We don't care what they say, it's God over the government. Won't have it any other way, it's God over the government. And we just don't understand how they put their faith in man. We don't care what they say, it's God over the government.
God over government, lies that they're covering, innocent suffering. Won't let our freedom just crumble or disappear without a fight in the struggle. They want us so sick and don't want you recovering. Want you depressed and addicted, the pills that they're giving. Not trusting decisions of these politicians. Right or left wing, it's not really that different. But Fauci in prison, they want you dependent on them. It's a sickness. Well, God is my witness, I don't need permission. They causing division through our television. They coming for children and all the traditions. So get ammunition, prepare for the war. The revolution is in store. I'm waiting for for them at my door, removing the freedoms to force, of course.
That's the only difference. I can't argue any of that except for
They causing division through our television. They coming for children and all the traditions. So get ammunition, prepare for the war. The revolution is in store. I'm waiting for.
now I live in a small town, but I talk to my local friends and neighbors and people who work at stores, right? I talk to everybody, and I'm just pretty sure I try to say one thing always to everyone. If your main goal in life is to wait till they knock on your door, it might be too late. I am not calling for action. I don't do that. I tell you, all my opinions are for entertainment purposes only. And I don't know my ass from a hole in the ground. But I'll tell you this. If all we do is wait for a last stand, if all we do is to protect our little chunk of dirt, and then you don't even know about Lodial title. Robert Kiyosaki taught me about that in the Rich Dad, Poor Dad course. You buy yourself a piece of property, but if you don't own Lodial title to the land, what do you own? 6 inches, and then you have to ask permission to put a foundation in your own property. What, do you own it then? So, I understand home. I actually think your door and your home are a metaphorical position we take around our family, loved ones, and places we feel safe. I think that's a fair assessment. When I was an ex-con, what do you think I said? Hey, you think we all talked to each other and said, man, I'm going back to my cell. I'm going to go back to my cage. I'm doing a 6-year bit. And like I've said before, I got out, 4.5 years is what I did. But I was sentenced to a 6 out of 9. So I was sentenced to 9 years. Yeah, he'd be like, I'm going to your house, man. I'm going to my house. And that isn't even about the safety and security of it. It's where all my possessions and the things I cared about were. Do you see what I'm saying? That door maybe is a line in the sand that's metaphorical, hypothetical. It's imaginary, but you know where it is. Don't let it be the front door to your house. As always, all opinions are for entertainment purposes only, and this is no direct call to action because I can't do that. But it is food for thought, and there is no reason we're not allowed to think about, okay, if your leaders get to run game scenario, you and I get to run game scenario. We get to go, here, they taught you about it in Marvel, in the Marvel movies. Let's say you're a comic book fan or you're obviously, okay? Look at the Deadpools right there. Let's say you're into that. So when Doctor Strange goes and he looks at his a million possible outcomes, isn't he just running a type of game theory that your alphabet groups run? That kind of shit. Contemplating all options, all outcomes. We as normal people can do that too. The fucking songs, the radio, the TV, the books, they've all been teaching us how to do this shit for years. But as they lay it out for people, what I think they really do is it misdirects people. It gives them so much confusion and so much shit to think about. They can't go, holy shit, 90% of that Tom Clancy novel was actually real. Just the names were changed to protect people. It's fucking crazy.
Children and all the traditions, so get ammunition, prepare for the war. The revolution is in store. I'm waiting for them at my door, removing the freedoms to force, of course. Judgment day is more important than court. I feel this deep in my bones in my core. I'm going home till the freedom restored, or until they put me up in the floor.
We don't care what they say, it's God over the government.
Oh!
Now in any other way, it's
So we definitely follow the frontline doctors, and I'll tell you why. And yeah, look at this. No chance. No chance. I was at 15 minutes to get 1.5 minutes into the song. Dr. Brzezinski. I think he's down in Texas. So you want to know, years ago, why I knew? Why am I so open-minded to the other side of the coin? I watched what they did to Brzezinski. All right? This high percentile recovery rate on curing like inoperable brain cancers, all with non-chemo, right? It was a huge threat to the pharmacon industry, so they just railroaded this dude. And now he's good to go, I'm pretty sure. That's all legit, if I recall. Now, if I'm saying wrong, let me know in the comments. I'll go back and check his story. If this was all a Ponzi scheme or something, I'd love to know. But I've never, as far as I saw, the government shut him down and then had to let him go back to work. That's the answer, right? Just think about all the things they keep from you every day that you're supposed to have, but Now, I had a dude at a job who told me they've got magical med beds that they're just waiting that are going to change the whole world. I believe that dude's been reading a shit ton of fan fiction. There's no chance we're just going to switch to some a theory. What is that damn show with Matt Damon where all the elites, they just have perfect health and all the they wouldn't be doing that youth blood infusion crap and the crazy shit they do if they had their med beds. They wouldn't need 15 kidney transplants their whole life to be 100 to see the culling of the planet.
Freedom restored, or until they put me up in the floor.
We don't care what they say, it's God over the government. Won't have it any other way, it's God over the government. And we just don't understand how they put their faith in man. We don't care what they say, it's God over the government.
Hey, a patient that's cured is a customer loss. People still buying let the Holocaust happen in front of their eyes while people just die. Stop them in nation, these laws. Hey, government want to replace all the parents. We cannot let them go tear us apart.
I just talked. So there you go. So then people like, why is Rollen going crazy at the end about progressives? I believe I'm a progressive. No, you're probably not.
A patient that's cured is a customer loss. People still buying let the Holocaust happen in front of their eyes while people just die. Stop them in nation, these laws. Hey, government want to replace.
Right there. Now I think I don't bet you believe that. I don't want to play hardball with anybody. But here's the deal. If youth suicide, youth depression, man, there it goes, all down the toilet right there. It doesn't matter. Fuck, who cares? What really matters is deaths of despair are through the roof. Now, ooh, Kobe, you can get that one for sure now. I'm going to do that for sure. Bring me next. I don't know when it comes out. I'm 20 in the can right now. Trust me, I'm a workaholic. You don't really want the government to raise your kids. You say this stuff, but it's like, are you so naive you've never read fiction? Sci-fi? This story is played out my whole life in sci-fi, and there's not a happy ending ever. Your globalist utopian scheme is a scheme run by the same people who go to the sicko island and want to replace parents with government. Why do I get so emotional in Dimash videos? Well, it's certainly not for this. It's because the damn kids singing about, we're grateful to have our country back. We're tired of being oppressed by others. We've only been 30 years free kind of shit. I sit there and watch the wall come down, right? In this country, they played it like a Coca-Cola ad. These are real people's lives, right? But no. We got our own little problems in our own backyard. I'm saying it's a global problem, and the answer is us, all of us. Oh, I hate to just slip into something weird here, but goodwill. The moment all of us understand that we are connected by goodwill and love for each other, and stupid shit like the borders, the languages, and all that crap, because that's what I figured out. I'll say technology saved me. Now that I can communicate with the whole world, I find out I relate to the whole world on a human level. The government level, I don't get it all. And then the people that defend anything that's already in the history books is a bad idea. Well, you the bad guys. You're the bad guy. Girl, you're the bad squirrel spirit. Okay? That's just the facts. There's nothing anyone's ever going to do to fix that. History has already said when a small group thinks it knows better than the whole planet, they're wrong every time.
So the parents, we cannot let them go tear us apart. Whether this all is apparent or not, don't care if these Karens are caring or not. We're gonna be one nation, God under. If we're not one nation under God, bringing the people.
Oh God, did I need that bar? Oh, I needed that bar. I don't care if these Karens are Karen or not. Yes. Him, her, squirrelkin spirit. Stop being a Karen. That's one of the best memes. That's like Let's Go Brandon. That shit wrote itself, okay? You're afraid of shit that writes itself because you know it's true. That's the irony of the whole thing. That just slaps me in the face. Oh my God, I hate that. It's because you know it's true. That's why you hate it. And then the denial fucking kills you.
Government want to replace all the parents. We cannot let them go tear us apart. Whether this all is apparent or not, don't care if these Karens are caring or not. We're gonna be one nation, God under. If we're not one nation under God, bringing the people together through music. Me and Jimmy never gonna stop. I ain't trusting no CNN, MSNBC, and no Fox. Hey, all get funded from the same people trying to keep us all in that box. Hey, I ain't doing this for money. I ain't doing this for no props. We gotta start holding politicians accountable, and that's one.
We don't care what they say, it's God over the government. Won't have it any other way, it's God over the government. And we just don't understand.
Oh, God, that just lets me see God, yes. So I wonder what man I would have been. So I went to the joint, but I took the civil servants test. And here, if you want to set my age, so right at the same time I got mixed up in being a dumbass kid, I was looking into becoming a fireman to go over to the Middle East and fight all the fires. Now, in hindsight, I'm grateful that didn't happen because I don't know what kind of man I am. I'm figuring it out, but I'm guessing I'm the kind of man who would have got sucked into that contractor lifestyle, and that probably wouldn't work for me. I was still hell-bent and crazy back then. Like I said, I ended up in the joint a few months later. But I seriously considered firefighter and then contractor to go, before I had a record, but when I could leave, like I said, well, I went to Japan when I was 14, so I had a passport when I was 14. So I was I thought I was like, hey, I'm going to go over and fight fires that are military war machine. And I don't have an opinion about that whole thing. I don't know enough. I was just a dumb kid who thought the paycheck was killer. And now I'm a guy 3 months in who hasn't, tries not to ask for a thing. So I guess we figured out some things. Some things matter more to me than others.
Just don't understand how they put their faith in man. We don't care what they say, it's God over the government. If we're not one nation under God, then we will be one nation going under. We won't get our freedom, I comply. So parents, please protect your sons and daughters. We don't care what they say, it's God over the government. Won't have it any other way, it's God over the government. And we just don't understand how they put their faith in man. We don't care what they say, it's God over the government.
Oh, the pooper dogs is a barking. Okay, yep, okay. I'm going to pause. I'm going to see what the dog's barking about. I'll be right back. I don't usually pause, and if I do, I'm going to tell you. I'm pausing now to check on the dog. I am so sorry about that. Dog was going crazy. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just listen to it. I'm gonna shut the f up and just hear it once, and we'll be done.
They want you locked in your home without God and alone. Don't want you looking up Dr. Sebi and Robert Malone. The truth blocked on your phones. They call the shots from their throne. These politicians and these doctors, they are not in control. Jimmy,
Uncover the face that the Lord created so it can be seen. Tired of the fake trending all over the place. We just want to be free. There's no fear with faith is praising. Still we're hiding underneath all the passive threats and trauma that came from this tyranny. We won't bow down to the golden cow and do as it pleases. We don't care what they say, it's God over the government. Won't have it any other way, it's God over the government. And we just don't understand how they put their faith in man. We don't care what they say, it's God over the government.
God over government, lies that they covering, innocent suffering. Won't let our freedom just crumble or disappear without a fight in the struggle. They want us so sick and don't want you recovering. Want you depressed and addicted, the pills that they're giving. Not trusting decisions of these politicians. Right or left wing, it's not really that different. But Fauci in prison, they want you dependent on them. It's a sickness. Well, God is my witness, I don't need permission. They causing division through our television. They coming for children and all the traditions. So get ammunition, prepare for the war. The revolution is in store. I'm waiting for them at my door, removing our freedoms to force, of course. Judgment day is more important than court. I feel this deep in my bones in my core. I'm going hard till our freedom restored, or until they put me up in the
We
floor.
don't care what they say, it's God over the government. Won't have it any other way, it's God over the government. And we just don't understand how they put their faith in man. We don't care what they say, it's God over the government.
Hey, a patient that's cured is a customer loss. People still buying let the Holocaust happen in front of their eyes while people just die. Stop dominating these laws. Hey, government want to replace all the parents. We cannot let them go tear us apart. Whether this all is apparent or not, don't care if these Karens are caring or not. We're gonna be one nation gone under. If we not one nation under God, bringing the people together through music. Me and Jimmy never gonna stop. I ain't trusting no CNN, MSNBC, and no Fox. Hey, all get funded from the same people trying to keep us all in that box. Hey, I ain't doing this for money. I ain't doing this for no props. We gotta start holding politicians accountable, and that's one.
We don't care what they say, it's God over the government. Won't have it any other way, it's God over the government. And we just don't understand how they put their faith in man. We don't care what they say, it's God over the government. If we're not one nation under God, then we will be one nation going under. We won't get our freedom, I comply. So parents, please protect your sons and daughters. We don't care what they say, it's God over the government. Won't have it any other way, it's God over the government. And we just don't understand how they put their faith in man. We don't care what they say, it's God over the government.
I've said enough. That was it. Have a good day.